was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
This cane was given to him by the veterans in the state of Maine for his service in the Philippines, prisoner of war. And it's the Eagle's freedom. This is the blood that was shed for the soldier shed. He's an American soldier of the U.S. Army, World War II, and a prisoner of war. And his name was Don Lucero. And he has 13 medals, but these are some that he got. It's the Bronze Star, the Purple Heart Presidential Award, and the one for New Mexico. We give him out in New Mexico. He was in the 200th Battery in the Army. I don't know nothing much to say, but he was 17 years old when he went over to the Philippines and was there 4.5 years as a prisoner of war.
After hours, my stepmother recognized my father's body by the certain items that he had in his clothing that she was familiar with. She collapsed, and for me, at that point, I was 13 years old. You can imagine what kind of traumatic experience it was for me, looking at my father's partial decomposed face. I have nightmares till this very day, even though this happened so many years ago. And I see images looking at my father's decomposed face. And I was standing next to my father's casket for many hours, talking to him, praying, crying, asking him a simple question. Daddy, why did he kill you? What have you done? I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it at the age of 13. And believe you me, I don't understand it at the age of 87 that I'm today. Why did they murder my father? He didn't do anything wrong. I was devastated. I talked to him. Where am I going to go? Who's going to take care of me? It was very, very traumatic. This young lady is a German exchange student. She came to my house to interview me, where I live in Hillsborough. At the door, she told me, "You probably hate me." Why should I hate you? Well, my grandfather was a Nazi, and we in the family know what he did. But why should I hate you? Are you responsible for your grandfather? And I tried to explain to her that I don't hate her because of her grandfather, Nazi. And I convinced her, and we became friends. And in fact, her parents came to visit the United States some times ago, and they came to Hillsborough to visit me. And her father asked me, "Mr. Wiener, do you hate me?" So I asked him, "When were you born?" He said, "In 1950. So if you were born 1950, 5 years after the war, I have no reason to hate you just because you happen to be a German." And that is the way I feel very strongly, that the generation of today is not responsible of the deeds of their ancestors.
I was assigned to GRO, which means Grave and Registration, and believe me, I still get up at night and kick and do a lot of things. And it's not easy to forget. You will never forget. It's like freedom is not free. Somebody has to go out there and fight for the United States of America.
Students, I want to tell you something. You listen up. If you're going to be in the Army, you're going to be an officer, you better stay healthy and wise. There's going to be responsibility put on you with other men. You keep your cool, you keep your head. That way you won't get killed, and they won't get killed either. Follow your squad leaders. Listen, when you get into a firefight, don't start to panic. Because if you panic, you're not going to come home. Really important. And you ladies too, some of you women one day will be leading men to combat. You learn that. You rest, you study. Because I want to say real fast, because I only got 5 minutes, the enemy is not a weak enemy. They're strong and powerful. Those North Koreans and Chinese taught us a few lessons in Korea. They're smart, they'll outflank you, and they will overrun you in no time. So you listen to ROCP, you girls, two women, and guys, keep it in your head. When things start getting hit and would run you, and you start to panic, you're dead.
Okay, so what do you think of the school so far? Do what we're doing.
Well, I'm very proud that Reynolds High School and Reynolds are hosting this event. I mean, I don't know of any other high school in the metro area that's doing this. And so I think the students should be proud that they're able to provide a home for this big event. I mean, this is huge. I'm very impressed with how many veterans are here. I think they appreciate it too, not just me. I hope the students recognize that it's an important thing to do.
Thank you, and what do you think of the decorations around the school?
Very impressive. I like the decorations. Somebody took a lot of time to put them up, I'll tell you that. It's very red, white, and blue. Very nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I've worked for all my life, goodbye to my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they